Dun, 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 dun. We got Captain Carrot, folks. He is in his Nez house. This is the collector edition Captain Carrot. Can't remember. Are these ones called something specific? I don't think so. These are just collector edition. Justice League Incarnate version of Captain Carrot. I do have the chase coming from Big Bad Toy Store. I've just purchased that outright, so I did not have to go hunting for it. In looking, I think I might like the regular version better, which is weird, being that I thought the chase was something you're supposed to chase for. But I got both of them because I have problems. So when I first saw this pop up, I knew that I had to have at least one, if not both, of these figures. Captain Carrot, he's a hero. Gonna take the carrots down to 0. I don't know. So he is the Superman version of, the rabbit version of a Superman, I guess is kind of how that goes. I actually had plans to use this as a custom, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm keeping him as Captain Carrot because I have like a whole weird anthropomorphic character thing. There's his stand, which you do have to destroy the packaging to get out, which is a bit of a bummer. It's been an issue with McFarlane stuff, but you know what that does? It makes it so that I don't keep the stupid packaging. Here's our hands. We have swappable hands on a McFarlane figure. He's really moving up in the world. Don't trust nobody. Gotta look over your shoulder constantly. What's this? Looks like this, this was a $29 figure, which was a bit of a woof when it comes to why it's a $29 figure. As you couldn't have made this in your normal line or anything, could you, old Tad? Oh, Teddy boy. The Todd father. Alright. Sorry, I gotta squeeze this out of here. The other thing that he needs to work on is getting rid of all these freaking... That thing had like 16, what do you call them? Like restraints, the little plastic ties things in there. Whew. And I guess these are showing up at Target now, so keep an earball out. As I said, I just did not feel like having to hunt for them. I've got too much other stuff I got to hunt for right now. So the Wave 8 of WWE Superstars, and Turtles of Grayskull is gonna drive me nuts. So no, thank you. So this is what costs an additional $5. Is a stand that I literally will never use. He does have this stand, which is appreciated. And then you've got him doing his picking his nose, smelling his finger. But this sculpt is wonderful. I guess this is reuse from another figure, which I don't care. It does have the newer arms. So it's got this weird, like, fake butterfly joint. It's actually like a double... double ball joint kind of thing. I can get this out of his foot. What the heck? The restraint is like stuck in his foot. We're going to cut that out. Cut it out. So one thing I do like is that this has a very rubbery cape. Like this is what they should be. I do not like those. I'm not a fan of cloth capes as much as a lot of people are. but they're better than the hard, ridiculously hard capes that McFarlane is known for. This guy does also have the new ankle system. So instead of being a ball joint down here, it's more of a swivel. But you then have to kind of put them in the right order, or you're never going to get the twist right. He does have articulated toes, which is nice. We have pinned legs because he's, as I said, this is an older sculpt being used. We do still have the McFarlane diaper. He does have a little bunny tail glued on there. Twists and turns the waist up and down, swivel, and then shoulder articulation there, as I mentioned before. It's weird. So it's like this is attached to this, and then this is attached inside via like a pin swivel there. It's actually pretty ingenious, and I might have to copy that for my my eventual toy line, which I hope to have done by March or May. So between there, he does have no eyeballs on this one, and this is where I might swap the heads because I think I like the other head better than this one. He's got a purple up there. If I can even swap the heads. You usually can with these. Speaking of swapping, he comes with a punch hand and then 2 open hands, so you can do some grasping. I do like the weird glove that he comes with. But this is probably the best one. See if I can get this right. You can get the old thumbs up and a pointer. So, weirdly enough, even though I overpaid this for about like $5 for the stand that I'm never going to use, I'm still pretty happy with the purchase. Now, here comes the real fun. And I thought this might be an issue with this bunny tail, and it is. You gotta like fish this thing around to get this to hold him by the waist. It's like they gave you this part and it does not fit around him. Like this does not. Oh, what is it supposed to go around his leg? Like, I don't know. That's super weird. Todd, I don't know what you're doing with this one because that doesn't even hold them up. So you do have to do it higher up here. But the tail gets in the way. Does the tail come off? No, it doesn't. Thought maybe the tail might come off and that might settle the problem. So you got to kind of do some weird gymnastics here to get this guy even on here. That stand that came with it does not really work for this figure. Does have so you could pop them on the thing down here. It just feels like this is like completely useless to give me this stand. I'll have to look and see if anybody else has figured out how to use this, because with this tail, it completely restricts the ability to use this stand. Let's try doing this. I'm gonna try. I flipped it upside down. It does take away from how much height you can get off of it, but I think that might be the way to do it. So that works a little better. It just takes away about a ½ inch of height from his flight. Now he's poking himself in the eye. But there's Captain Carrot. Let's point this up and zoom in. And I will do a side-by-side comparison when I get the Chase version in. Chase version is not as exciting as one would have expected for a Chase, but it is definitely worth checking for because people do want it. I'm still looking for Comics 1017 is looking for a Hawkman, so I keep checking for that too. And if that happens, I might trade him for that Superman Crypto one. I don't know. I like clear figures and I like glow-in-the-dark stuff, so we'll figure it out. But hey, go check him out too. Why not do that? Quit being jerks. follow me too. Hope you enjoyed this little review. I do appreciate the capes being much softer. I prefer a real soft rubber cape over a cloth one, because cloth ones still don't really do what it is unless you put a wire in them and all that other junk. So this is a great figure, probably one of my favorites, and I might have to track down more and just to do more customs. I don't know. I got problems. If you enjoyed this review, please like, subscribe, comment. Till next time, I'm Alpha Magnus. These are